This is how SVB punishes a bad break and recovers from his own mistake. It all started when Seth Kravchuk opened the rack and scratched right away. However, the layout he left Shane was a real headache, with a big cluster right in this corner. Of course, Shane could have started with any ball down here, but with ball in hand, he knew he had to use it wisely. After a quick look, Shane placed the cue ball behind the 7 and sank it into the bottom left with a one-rail draw, successfully breaking the cluster apart. However, he had to switch to the 3 right away since he didn't get the angle he wanted on the 1. Using bottom left spin, the cue ball bounced off one rail and came to rest in perfect position, allowing him to carom the 1 into the 12 before it dropped, completely freeing the 2. That had to be intentional because right after that, he sank the 2 into the top left with a sweet draw shot, positioning perfectly for the 4 in the side. However, this is where things went off track. Instead of pocketing it cleanly, Shane deliberately caromed it off the 8. And as a result, the 8 ended up blocked by the 12. That left him with no choice but to take some risk. He aimed the 5 at the long rail, trying to have it bounce off and collide with the 8 before dropping. And it actually worked. Not only did it go in, but the 8 was left in a much better spot. Right after that, he sank the 6 with bottom left spin, sending the cue ball 2 rails to get on the 8, before finishing the rack in the top left corner.